So far, we have seen various P's of marketing such as people, product, price, and place. In this video, we focus on the fifth P in marketing mix, promotions. Promotions refer to TV or radio advertisements, magazine inserts, sales presentations, social media, word of mouth, direct marketing, public relations, and sponsorships to market your product successfully. These alternative promotional media have to fit together and complement each other. That is why this chapter is known as Integrated Marketing Communications. The emergence of social media and the Internet emphasizes the need for integration. Otherwise, the glaring mistakes would become obvious. You are hired as a marketer for McDonald's. You have to decide to use one of these two pictures. Which picture will you choose and why? If you're trying to sell kids' meals, then you have to attract families by promoting the family values. Then you would choose the one on the left. If your target segment is teenage girls or young women, then probably the picture on the right would be more appropriate. You should also note the race of the people depicted in these pictures. The picture on the left is an African American family suitable for the magazines that focus on black issues such as Ebony or Upscale. The one on the right is more suitable for an Asian country such as Korea or China. It is even suitable for U.S. communities that are heavily populated with Asians. The key point for you as a marketer is that you need to create and customize your message to your target customer segment. The promotional mix has evolved considerably. Until the 1990s, marketing was limited to traditional outlets such as TV, radio, magazines, and companies' public relations and sponsorships. It also included one-to-one interaction such as word of mouth, direct marketing, and professional selling, which refer to various forms of one-to-one interactions. Since the late 1990s, the Internet has opened up newer opportunities to reach the customers for a fraction of the cost. The explosive growth in smartphones since the mid-2000s have expanded the marketing opportunities. The flourish of social media such as Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, and numerous custom-developed apps have transformed how marketers interact with their target customer population. Make sure to watch the videos that are listed here. These are found in your module. The challenge today is how to choose the right set of media to get the best return for your money invested in marketing. The optimal mix of promotional media determines whether you spend time and money on advertising materials or focus on creating materials for one-to-one interactions such as direct marketing or personal selling, or direct your money towards public relations and sponsorships that support customer activities. The amount of money you can spend on marketing in turn depends upon the available budget, the stage of your product in the product life cycle, whether it is in the introduction, growth, maturity, or decline phase, the consumer characteristics, and what your competitors are currently doing. It is also important to be aware of any government regulations with marketing. For instance, many countries have banned cigarette advertising due to the health risks. Some countries have banned the advertisements for alcohol products, while some U.S. states have allowed marijuana sales and marketing. Remember that consistent messaging is extremely important when you combine multiple modes of media and marketing channels. For instance, you have to use the same logo, same colors, and same names. This will help reinforce the product's brand in the minds of customers and recognize the brand while shopping. To create a marketing message, first you have to convert your product value into words and pictures. This is called encoding. This message is relayed and displayed across various marketing channels, such as in-store displays or TV or radio or magazines. Customers see and interpret these messages. This is called decoding. Finally, the customers receive their messages and respond to these messages by buying or not buying your product. You should take their feedback and use it for revising your message for future messaging. The customers are frequently bombarded with messages by you as well as the competitors. Customers may prefer your product if you can simplify the message. Good marketing messages remain truthful and authentic, personable and likable, with a genuine concern for the customer's needs and concerns. Have you seen the insurance company Geico's advertisements, where a wise gecko shares its thoughts in a philosophical manner? The idea is to show that the company cares about its target customers. It is always a good idea for you to think from the customer perspective. When a customer sees an advertisement for the first time, it has to get their attention. Some advertisements have unique music or sometimes no music at all, just to prompt the customers to look up at the TV during the commercial breaks. If the advertisement gets their attention, the next thing is to create an interest to know more about the product. Once they are interested, then they should be motivated to check the product out either in the store or online. To motivate customers, Taco Bell used a tagline, "Next Big Thing," for its product, which is a cheesy taco with a special taco that is fried in oil. The advertisement featured how cheese stretches out when you pull the thick taco shell apart. The company chose Super Bowl 2016 to air their commercial multiple times, costing $4 million for each 30-second showing. Finally, the advertisement should be memorable enough that the customers take action on it. The creator of this online course took great pains to visit a Taco Bell primarily to check out this product and to see if it lived up to the advertisement. Do you want to know how it turned out? You can check it out by going to a nearby Taco Bell. This slide has shown the AIDA model. AIDA stands for attention, interest, desire, and action. You are encouraged to watch the video that is referred here. It is found in your module. Marketers spend a great deal of effort and money to change customer perceptions. How do they actually work? The video clip listed here, which is found in your module, shows how a fake WYFFT drink changed the impression of the customers primarily due to lofty claims by the marketers. It is very interesting and informative. In this chapter on promotions, you have seen quite a number of videos that are listed and promotional materials. Make sure you watch the videos. These are found within your module. They are all interesting since they are put together professionally, spending millions of dollars. As a marketer, you need to recognize that the colors that you use to create your brand logo or advertisements can have a huge cumulative effect on the success of your message. For instance, the black color demonstrates authority. The red color shows excitement. It is often used in fast food restaurant logos. Blue color provides calmness. Hence, the police departments, hospitals, and insurance companies choose blue as their favorite color. Similarly, the music that accompanies your audio-visual advertisements and the lighting of your products also can have a lot of impact on your advertisements and messages. Once you have decided on the message and medium, you have to allocate money. You can create the total marketing budget using various rules of thumb. One simple method is to spend 15% of last year's revenues on advertisements. If you are selling goods worth $100,000, then your marketing budget would be $15,000. Some small companies cannot afford to spend more than $3,000 on advertisements. In that case, it becomes your maximum amount, and your message should be created and various media should be chosen to fit that budget. Some marketers base their advertising expenditure on what the competitors do. Some marketers may start with an objective of reaching out to 100,000 customers. If it will cost them $25,000, then they will commit to spending $25,000 to meet the objectives. This is known as the objective and task method. Whatever media platform you decide to use, remember to put enough thought, time, and effort into it individually before actually sending the message out to the customers. You do not want messages with spelling mistakes and misprints, which will cause more confusion and frustration. As mentioned earlier, social media such as Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, and Instagram have become huge platforms for marketing. But you should be aware of the fact that the social media is a double-edged sword. These websites can help market your product cheaply, but they can also be used by the customers to provide negative feedback. For instance, when United Airlines accidentally broke a customer's guitar in the transit, they failed to compensate him properly. The disappointed customer, who was also a musician, ended up creating a music video that made fun of how United breaks guitars. That song went viral on social media, and United received a lot of negative publicity. So, social media can be a boon and a curse at the same time. In spite of what is mentioned about United, there is a perception among marketers that no publicity is bad publicity. Do you agree? Often students have the question, how frequently should we interact with customers on social media? This picture suggests that you can probably email them once a week, or you can post 3 times a week in a blog. The other suggested numbers are 15 Facebook posts per week and 25 tweets per week on Twitter. These numbers are not set in stone, and you have to modify accordingly to suit your personal situations. The time to post can be significantly high, and you need to have personnel to monitor the customer feedback and reply appropriately. You need to have policies and procedures on what posts get posted and who can post and how the customer complaints need to be handled. Once you factor in these time and resource commitments, you will recognize that social media is not free after all. It is important to note that it can take considerable amount of time and dedication to build your brand on social media sites. You have novel opportunities to engage the customer on social media. For instance, during every Super Bowl, Doritos organizes a video advertisement competition among its customers. If the video gets chosen, it will be aired during the Super Bowl commercial. It provides great recognition for the customer as well as considerable free press coverage for Doritos. Above all, this serves as an opportunity for Doritos to show that it truly cares about their customers' creativity and engages them in a positive manner. Even if you are a small business owner, you can come up with ingenious ways to engage your customers through open house or idea competitions. Your small prize money or recognition may be sufficient for most customers. All of these can be advertised on social media to attract considerable attention about your business. There are some social media consultants who moniker themselves as social media ninja because they have devised these clever ways. You can also spend nominal amounts of money to create an advertisement and show it to hundreds or thousands of people for just a few dollars. Please make sure to watch the video in this module about how to use Facebook advertising to your advantage. Sometimes you can generate a small to substantial amount of revenues by becoming a marketer on YouTube and other social media sites. Check out these videos in the module to learn how to take advantage of those opportunities. In this chapter, we focused on how to integrate various forms of marketing promotions. Often, promotions is the most visible P of all the marketing components because the customers get to see, hear, touch, feel, and know more about your product and company through advertisements and promotional events. As a marketer, you need to recognize the opportunities to use multiple media such as TV, radio, newspapers, online, and social media. You also need to make sure that the message and media mix well with each other to create a positive effect on the customers. If you're careful, you can persuade customers effectively. Remember that the customer perceptions change with the colors, sounds, and the lighting on your promotional materials. Remember the AIDA model: attention, interest, desire, and action. When it comes to social media, you should remember that it is not free. It takes manpower, time, and energy to create, post, and engage customers in an optimal manner. In the next chapters, we will focus more on the individual forms of promotions, such as public relations and personal selling. Think of a product that you are interested in. Guess how much money is being spent to promote the product each year. Also, try to evaluate which media is widely used: print or digital or social media. Why?